Hello everybody, and welcome to another JobSite Live. We are here in Elyria, and today we are covering our brand new RP351 press tool. We've gotten a lot of requests to learn more about this. That's why we're bringing JobSite Live to you today on the 351. Also, our brand new 1-inch MegaPress jaw. Today, if you have questions, the nice thing about this platform is you can ask questions real time. So at the very bottom of the Instagram screen, you can ask the question. We will ask the questions directly to our product manager that's here today. We have our product director, Michael Previsano, and also our territory sales manager, Adam Daniels. They can answer these questions real time for you. If you prefer to ask the question for us to answer at the very end, there's a question icon on the bottom of the screen. Click that, ask the question, we'll address it. Two exciting things today. We have a brand new sticker drop. Those will be available on RIDGID.com after this JobSite Live. I have it right here. You'll see what it looks like at the end. And also, two viewers today are very lucky. We will randomly pick two viewers today as a thank you for joining us today. We have RIDGID Carhartt book bags. So two of these will be going home this week to two viewers. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna hand it over to Michael. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I'm Michael Previsano. I'm the Director of Marketing for our Press Tool category. Today we're really excited to share with you the RP351. We launched the RP351 on September 1st, and it's just been phenomenal. The feedback from our customers has just been amazing. So we're really excited to share this with you today. Now when we think about our tools, development for our new tools all starts with our customers. Our sales reps are almost entirely dedicated to the plumbing market, meaning that they're out on job sites throughout on a daily basis. Our marketing folks, we take the same approach. We like to be out with our customers as much as we possibly can, because we want to understand what their needs are, what they look for in their press tools, what kind of features they want in that, and how we can make them more productive. So once we have all that, our engineers, we are the only major press tool brand in North America to design and manufacture our tools from the ground up. And they go through a ton of testing. The RP351 that we're going to demo here today, we tested over 350 tools, did over 22 million cycles to understand that it can perform and meet the needs of our customers. Once they develop that tool, we do more testing in the field with our customers. We take this tool out into job sites. Our customers use it. They provide feedback. Based on that feedback, we make adjustments. And basically so that when we bring this tool to launch, it's buttoned up so that our customers will have a very positive experience and it meets all of their needs. So we're going to talk the RP351, but before we do, I want to talk about what tool might be right for you. So at RIDGID, we have three platforms of tools. We have our compact lineup, our standard lineup, and our extended lineup. Now our compact lineup is great for new installation and service within the residential space and the light commercial space. It can do up to 1.25 inch copper. It can do up to 1 inch now, carbon steel or MegaPress, which we're going to be demoing today. And it can do up to 1.5 inch pure flow as well. On the other side of things, our extended tool, it's great for the industrial marine markets. It can do up to 4 inch copper, up to 2 inch pure flow, and up to 4 inch carbon steel. So large diameter carbon steel pipe. And that's really the purpose of our booster and our RP342XL in that space. Then we have the RP351, which launched in September, and the RP350, which launched more than a year ago today. Those tools really span the breadth of the market, and it really depends on your applications within that. You could be in the residential space and you have needs for the RP350 and 351. You could be in the industrial space and you have needs for the RP350 and 351. At its core, it's tremendous for the commercial and industrial markets though. So the RP351 has the same features as our RP350. Now, both of these tools have a brushless motor in them, and that brushless motor does a few different things. One, it extends the durability and the longevity of the tool. So I referenced the testing that we did. We did 22 million cycles, over 350 tools. We did all that to come to the conclusion that this tool can perform over 100,000 cycles before requiring any type of service. So therefore, because that number is so large, we launched this with no scheduled maintenance required, which really means more uptime, more productivity for our end users. That brushless motor also provides power efficiency. So you're now going to get 20% more presses per charge out of this tool. That means that you can get up to 325 presses per charge on 3/4 inch type L copper, which is a remarkable number, and in most cases certainly meets the needs of our users in a daily basis. A few other things. One of the things that we receive most positive feedback about is the 360-degree swivel. So this is the first tool in the industry that has 360-degree endless swivel, meaning that I can get into any space and access that while maintaining a comfortable hand position. It also means that, unlike some of the other tools on the market today, you get locked in and then you go to adjust and you realize you hit another pipe, you got to pull that jaw off the fitting, twist it, reapply. You don't have that with our 360-degree swivel, which is a really nice feature, and as I said, one of the things that we receive the most feedback about with this tool in the RP350. The other thing that you'll see here, and I'm going to try not to blind you, but you have really bright lighting. So we've always said that we make tools with lighting for low light applications. In this case, we made this for no light applications, which is a really important feature because we know out on the job site, you're not always going to have that electricity there. So with this tool, it also connects to Bluetooth. And we're going to demonstrate a few things that you can see here today. So back up here. Right now you can see that this tool is not connected to Bluetooth. I hit this button here and it's going to let me know that I'm now connected to Bluetooth on this tool. So there's a lot of new features with our Bluetooth. One, so we have what's called control mode. So you can see here today this button here. What's interesting about this is that this is, again, something that came straight from our end users, something that our end users asked for. And what it means is that when it's not in control mode, it's going to operate just like your normal tool. When I pull the trigger, which I'm going to do here, it's going to take about 4 seconds. The rollers are going to run, and it's going to complete a press. So the feedback that we receive from our customers is that there's what's called deflection. That means that the pipe's going to move occasionally. It's not going to be aligned exactly how I want it, which again is important to our end users. So what we did is we launched control mode. So I just switched this here to control mode now. And now this jaw's going to operate, or this tool's going to operate differently. Once those rollers hit the jaw, it's going to stop. So now that allows me to align the pipe, the fitting, make sure everything's good. Sometimes I'm there holding it with another hand, ensuring that everything's good, then I complete my press. So as you can see, when this tool has a jaw in it, it's an incredibly fast tool as well. A few other features in this app here is one, it will count the cycles. So you can see we're using a pretty much brand spanking new tool here today. You can also see a report showing you the number of presses during the last few days. We'll talk about service here in a moment. Then there's supporting documents. So you'll find all the manuals that are required and how-to, the versatility or cross-reference that we'll discuss later. And then there's also videos that you'll find in here as well that we have not uploaded yet, but they will be there very soon. And then I also want to show you, should the tool ever require service, it will let you know, and I'm having trouble connecting to the internet right now, but it will let you know where that closest service center is, and then it will also let you know where that last known location was for that tool, which is a really nice feature as well. So again, the RP350 and 351, they have the same exact features. They're built differently, and ergonomics plays an important role in each of them. So the RP350, which you see back here, what we did here is we moved the handle as far forward as possible. We optimized this angle here so that it rests nicely on your hand, it's nice and comfortable. With the RP351, what we did is we moved this handle as far forward as we possibly could, and then we reduced the circumference of this angle. So we do testing. We can hook sensors up to our muscles, understand how much stress is forced on our muscles as you use these tools. And when we do that, we found that when you have a finger's trigger and you have a narrow grip, which this tool is about 1 1/8 shorter in circumference than all other tools out there, standard tools out there on the market, it's going to make you more comfortable throughout the day. Even though this tool weighs 6-7 pounds, it's not going to feel like 6-7 pounds throughout the day. Ergonomics is something that's important to us because we know that it impacts our customers. We know that 6-7 pounds doesn't sound heavy, but when you're using the tool all day, every day, it can be a challenge. So we try to make our tools as light, as comfortable as we can for our end users. So at this point, we do want to go through some demos. But before we do, all the demos that we do today are going to be utilizing Vega fittings. We do recommend that our tools are used with Vega fittings. We feel that users get the most or the best experience out of using Vega fittings. We're both two premium brands. We brought press technology to the market over 20 years ago today. Since that time, there's been over 500 million successful press connections in North America. And you know, we're still very close today, and we value that relationship. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Adam Daniels, and Adam's going to demo this tool, show you how to use it on PEX, copper, carbon steel. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. Again, Adam Daniels here, one of our local territory managers. Michael has done a phenomenal job telling you all the ins and the outs of our new pressing tool, RP351. I'm going to show you guys the full array of all that it can do. Here at RIDGID, we really pride ourselves at being a leader of innovation in the workspace, especially here in the world. So we're going to go through everything. Michael has on here already the Vega Pure Flow PEX jaws. So I'm going to get everything out just to give everyone a nice representation of everything that we can press with this RP351 in order. So the RP351, it can press Vega Pure Flow PEX from 1/2 to 2 inch. It can press copper 1/2 to 4 inch with the appropriate jaw set, as well as carbon steel. How you do it is you have different jaw sets that go with different type of pipe you want to do. How we change those jaws, we just have this sliding pin. Simply just drop the appropriate jaw size for whatever material you want to press. Press that shut. One of the key safety features we have on these tools is if you look at our indicator lights, if this pin is not properly seated and fully inserted, the tool will not work. And it has a red pin, red light showing you that the pin is not all the way in. So I'm going to snap that all the way. We're green, we're fully optional, fully working. So we have our Vega PEX, they're Vega Pure Flow jaws and Vega Pure Flow fittings. You simply dry fit and insert it. There is a peephole on the inside of these fittings so you can make sure that you're fully inserted. Once you're fully inserted, if I had a marker here, we would mark this pipe and mark this PEX to make sure that we're fully seated. That way, if we were to step down or look away and come back with the tool, we know that we're still fully seated with our mark. So we open up their jaws, put those around the fitting, squeeze the trigger. So that is the Vega Pure Flow PEX that you can do with the RP351. We will simply then go ahead and remove our pin, take our jaw out, and go over to copper. Here's what we love about the copper is we have two different ways you can do this. We have your standard, regular, everyday 1/2 inch copper Pro Press jaw here. We're going to show you, and many of you have seen it, many of you have not, but we actually have close quarter rings. So what I love to do is, this is a side-by-side comparison from a 1/2 inch press ring versus a 1/2 inch regular standard jaw. These work great in either scenario, but we've all known, we've all been there where we've been in really tight spots trying to make presses. We're constantly calculating how to get in and out of that corner, how to get out of that stub from that wall. Sometimes it can be very difficult to get a regular sized jaw in there, so that's where these close quarters come into play. These will wrap around the fitting, then you actually will press it with an actuator jaw from the outside. And once you're on that fitting, you can swivel this from any angle that's convenient, as well as a 360-degree endless swivel head. So no matter what tight spot you're in, you have a very good option to get into that. So we'll take our actuator jaw, slide it into our tool just like we would a normal jaw. Take our Viga fitting, fully insert our pipe, and we would take a marker and we would mark that once it's fully seated. So again, that way when we go back to grab our jaw and get our tool around, if that came unseated by any means, we would know. So we can go ahead then and take our tool, put it around our actuator ring. I accidentally bumped that, so we'll just release the hydraulics. And again, you can sew it from any angle. Release your jaw, release your ring, and you have your full press connection. So far with the RP351 and its versatility, we've been able to press PEX, we've been able to press copper, then lastly, we're able to press carbon steel. So again, it's just a jaw change here. We're going to switch this over to a 1-inch MegaPress jaw. Same concept, we're going to fully insert our fitting. We would mark it, dry fit it. One of the beautiful things about this is you can actually dry fit a whole system, whether it be PEX, copper, steel, carbon steel, and you can make all your connections and dry fit and marked, and you can come back later and press them all into place. So we'll fully insert that pipe, open up our jaws, seat our jaw right around this ring of the MegaPress fitting. Fully inserted. And quick, just like that. Once you're done, we can peel that sticker off that fitting. What that does is that tells us then that this fitting has been crimped and pressed, and we are able to move on to the next one. So this is kind of a spot where most everybody knows RIDGID, knows pressing, knows what we can do. Yeah, PEX, copper, carbon steel. But what's really cool and what really sets RIDGID apart is our tool's expanded versatility. And what we're going to go do next is we're going to do some cutting. What kind of cutting? Well, we have what's called a press snap, where we can actually snap cast iron, surface weight, no hub only, up to 4-inch with the press tool. We're going to step on back and do that. So what I have here, have a piece of no hub cast iron pipe. And what we'll do is set that here. The press snap has the same jaw configuration, just like our regular standard jaws that will go right into our press tool. And one thing to note is the press snap, we're demonstrating here with the RP351. The press snap is for use only with our standard tool lineup. So when I say standard tool, it's our RP350, RP351, as well as our predecessors like the RP320, stuff like that. So it just chucks right in. We have 2 different settings on it, 1, 2, and 4-inch and 1 pin. And then a 4-inch, up to 4-inch, you can change the pins to open up the jaw capacity to do that as well. So just like any other soil pipe, we have our chain snappers, and we have a holder. What we'll do is go ahead and take our chain and wrap it as tight as we can to the closest link. Fully seat it into place. And I didn't do it tight enough. So we'll redo it. See, I like to give you guys examples of things to do and what not to do. So here we're fully seated. And it came off on me. Hit the release. Hey Michael, do me a favor and just hold this pipe for me.
Yep, absolutely, I got you.
That'll be great.
Yeah, we probably should have set up one of our chain vices here. It would have made it a little bit easier for you.
Not a problem. There we go. So we get that firmly seated on there. Boom, just like that. I know it took a little bit for the finale there, but. So, soil pipe cutter, press snap up to 4-inch. Slides right off. And then probably one of our most exciting and new innovations we have is we have a new strut cutter. Over here on the side. Now this is our strut slider. This can do 1 5/8 or 13/16 strut. It has a simple die change. What we have in it here is for standard 1 5/8. And this is the same way. You can open up your jaws, slide that pin through. And what this do is you would slide your strut in from one end, and you have your support here. So you can cut as small as a piece of a strut as you want, as long as the strut on the backside is long enough. So what this is a shearing. So this acts as our brace for the shear, and this is actually our center point here. There's a little line, a little gap for your tape measure. So if you wanted to cut an 18-inch piece of strut, you could take your tape measure, measure off 18 inches, and put the end of your strut there, and that's your center point and where you're actually going to make that cut. So we slide this through like so. You can even use that as a kickstand, one-handed operation. And we'll watch this thing cut. The beautiful thing about the strut slider is quick. Quick, fast, square, and completely burless. There's no filing, there's no scrubbing, there's nowhere to cut you, and it's straight and square. Sure beats a bandsaw in the field, and it's super clean and cut. Very cost effective, and you can do all of these things with our full line of standard pressing tools and our RP350 or RP351. So we love our innovation. We're the only press tool company in the world that can do all these things. I'm glad you guys got to watch. I'm actually going to now flip it back over to Michael, and he's going to do one more demonstration for you.
Thank you very much, Adam. So as Adam said, we pride ourselves on the versatility of our tools. We look to extend the capacity, the capability of our tools as much as we possibly can. And we've done that recently by launching the new 1-inch MegaPress compact jaw here. Now, one thing that blows my mind and kind of everybody's is what our engineers were able to accomplish here. When you look at the size difference here, this is a 1-inch standard jaw. This is a 1-inch compact jaw. They both do the same thing, but this is going to work with your RP350, 351. This is going to work with your RP 240 and 241. So significant difference there. And what that allows you to do is just get into tighter spaces. So if you're not pressing over 1-inch MegaPress, if you're not pressing over 1.25 inch copper or 1.5 inch PEX, then the RP240 and 241 might be appropriate for you. If you're going to be doing those things, you're going to need that RP350 or 351. But we do have the RP241 here with the 1-inch MegaPress jaw. Now there is a difference with this jaw than our other jaws. And that's one thing that I really want to emphasize today. When you open up this tool, use it the first time, it's going to function a little bit differently. This is the only jaw that does not fit around the fitting. You have to attack the fitting from here or from the pipe side and then slide that in there. Now you may be asking, why is it like that? Well, the reason is that we're maximizing the force out of this. As I said, we want to extend the capacity of this tool as far as we possibly can, and we've maximized it. But the angles of that jaw have to be that it's not going to open far enough, but you're still going to make a really high quality press every time. So it is a little bit different. So rather than going straight over the fitting like you normally would, you go over from the inside of the fitting or from the pipe side. You align it like this. And again, another 4 seconds here. And you've got a really nice pressed carbon steel pipe there. Okay, so now, before I do that, actually, I do want to reference, so we talked the compact line, we talked the standard lineup, and we talked the versatility of both of those lineups. So if you have any questions about what rings, what jaws, what actuators, what soil pipe cutter or strut slayer you need and what works with each tool, we have a resource for that on our website. You can go to www.rigid.com, our press tool page. That is on our site. I think we're gonna either put it in the link in the bio or down in the comments here below, and you'll be able to access it that way as well. So that's a really nice tool to let you know what you need when you need it. At this point, I'm gonna turn it over to Adam. Adam's got a sticker.
Questions?
Oh, questions first.
Yeah,
We're gonna do questions first here.
You gotta delay the excitement a little bit longer here.
So hang on, everybody, because the sticker is coming. Okay, we do have some good questions, so thank you for those asking questions along the way. Our first question is, I want a demo. Where do I go? Who do I call?
So if you're looking for a demo, you can go to www.rigid.com and request a demo, and that will go through our inside sales team, and it will be pushed based off your location to our local territory managers all across the U.S. who will be in touch with you within the week to get something lined up so you can actually see these tools in person.
Okay, another question. Can you activate the LED light without utilizing a full press cycle?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, that was one of the things that we heard from customers in those no light or low light applications. We need to be able to use the tool as a really expensive flashlight. You absolutely have that ability here. So you just depress the trigger just slightly, and those lights come on without moving the rollers, without making a press cycle at all.
Okay, next question. How many cycles before the tool needs to be serviced?
So we do not have a set number. It's no scheduled maintenance. The reason being is because we did all those all that testing. So again, 350 tools, 22 million cycles. This tool will perform over 100,000 cycles before it would require any service. So as a result, we've launched this with no scheduled maintenance required.
What is the warranty like?
So it is our same RIDGID lifetime warranty that we have on all of our other RIDGID branded products. You can access that.
Okay, and here's another question. Will the new tools fit my old jaws?
So that's a very common question. If you have an older style standard tool and the jaws are still good for it, your standard jaws for your older tool will fit the new RP 350 or 351. As Michael said earlier, we have a couple different types of tools. We have compact and standard. It is very good to know what type of tool you have. All of our standard tools are cross-compatible with our jaws from the very first generation of press tools until now, and same goes for the compact tools. So as long as you have compact jaws, it'll fit any compact tool, same for standard.
Okay, that's it. That's it for questions. Adam, do you want to debut our new sticker?
Yeah, thank you everyone for coming. We had fun. I'm glad you all could join us. Remember, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment box. Check the links in our bio. And then lastly, this new sticker drop, which can be found at www.rigidgear.com. And set this up here. Da-da-da-da. Here at Rigid, we guys want you all to remember to press with the best and be legendary.
Yeah.
Well, we really want to thank you all today for joining us. We're really excited to share this with you. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, just comment below. You can always reach out to your local rep, or you can find more information at www.rigid.com. Thank you very much again for joining us. We look forward to speaking with you next time.